Hello, everybody. My name is Mark Niblett, and I'm the Head of Global Operations and Chief Security Officer here at Crisis24.
Can you give us a brief sit-rep of the Israel conflict?
Hamas, the Gaza-based militant group, launched a surprise land, sea, and air assault attack against Israel in the early hours of October the 7th. In context, it is the largest and most coordinated attack against Israel in many years. Allies of Israel, including states with no official relations, have condemned the attack, while supporters of Hamas, including Iran and Hezbollah, have welcomed it. Fighting will almost certainly continue and intensify over the Israeli-Gaza border in the coming days.
Can you give us an overview of Crisis24's on-the-ground capabilities?
Well, most certainly our actionable risk intelligence. Our global operations centers are staffed with the largest commercial footprint of intelligence analysts around the world. Advice on extraction, evacuation, and shelter-in-place options. Evacuation planning, including viable routes, transportation options, and border crossings. Access to and the coordination and facilitation of available ground resources for extraction and transportation of individuals. The monitoring and ongoing support and advice to individuals during that movement. Provision of basic life support. Facilitation of onward transportation to designated accommodation or transportation hubs outside of the country. Ongoing reporting, crisis management, and crisis communications advice to all relevant parties, and medical assistance, advice, and access to trauma management counselors.
Are there any tripwires that organizations with personnel in country should be considering?
So the tripwires we're looking at are things like an increased military buildup, a global powers response. Good examples, the US, Russia, and China. We're looking at a regional response. So think about Iran, Turkey, Egypt. Look at heightened activity from Lebanon and Syria, and any international efforts to mediate a ceasefire.
For organizations with personnel in Israel, what advice do you have for them?
Most definitely reconsider all non-essential travel to Israel and the Palestinian territories, particularly to central and southern Israel. Reconfirm flights and the status of all roads and border crossings. Arrive early at the airports to allow additional time for processing. Monitoring local media and abide by all security forces directives. If incoming mortar rounds or rockets are reported or warning sirens are heard in the general facility, report to the nearest bomb shelter and await further instructions from authorities. If there is no shelter nearby, stay indoors and stay away from windows and exterior walls. If possible, move to a ground floor or a basement. Maintain contact with diplomatic missions throughout. And lastly, avoid all demonstrations and concentrations of security personnel.